Today I'm sketching this drawing in paper by 53. Hi everyone, Steve Elliott here again in my favourite sketching app, paper by 53. Now today's sketch has a real purpose because I plan to use this for the basis of a painting. So as you can see in the photo, it's very cluttered. There's lots of things happening. There's cars in there, there's people in the foreground, and I want to eliminate all of those and come up with an idea or a layout for the painting, and just to give me an idea if what I've got in my head will work. So I've begun by sketching in the fire eater. This guy works as a street performer in York, and I think he's got a website or a Facebook page called the York Fire Eater. I did have a chat with him before I began this, or before I started this, and I asked him if it was okay for me to do a painting of him, and he says, yeah, sure, that's great. So I'll be sending him links to it when it's up there, and hopefully he likes it. So anyway, I began by sketching him in, and then I sketched the building behind him, and I used the figure of the fire eater as a reference to start scaling up the rest of the buildings behind him and the people. So I sort of always sketch something in and then use that as a scale and a rule, if you like, to work out the size and position of everything else. So it looks like I'm sort of sketching haphazardly and just sort of having a lucky guess really of what I'm doing, but I'm actually really thinking about the position of everything. Here I'm putting in the bunting, and you can see I'm not fussed with detail. This is not a sketch about detail at all. It's all about composition and maybe a little bit of shading, and I will get into some colour in it in a short while. As you can see on the photo, the ground was very wet, so that is definitely going to be a feature of the painting. I want it to look like a wet, rainy day. He was a very brave guy, actually, riding that cycle. He's quite high up, and it was wet and slippery, and he'd got flaming torches burning. So I thought he was very brave indeed. But he really did work the crowd really well, and he got them to chuck a few pennies in his hat at the end of the show. Very professional, very clever street performer. So I enjoyed watching him, and now I'm going to enjoy doing the painting as well. So as you can see, I've swapped to the paintbrush now, and I'm just putting in local colour and pretty much keeping the colours of the buildings very similar to what they were in reality. I like the idea of the light shining out of that window, that shop window, because it was a dull day. Always seem to pick wet, rainy days when I go away, which is great because I love the rain, and I love the effect that the rain has on pavements and roofs and such. It's great being a painter because you can appreciate all the weather. It doesn't have to be sunny for you to get excited about what's happening with the climate. Some people think I'm crazy, but there you go. That's how it is. So that is pretty much the end of my very quick sketch that I'm going to use for a painting. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I have lots of videos like this, and I would love to be sharing them with you. So hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.